All right, guys. So today I'm going to show you how to 3D print your name, and let's get started. Okay, so let's get started. And good. So today, hi guys, I'm going to show you how to create your name in a kind of a studio using FreeCAD, and then we will 3D print it. So to start with, we download and install FreeCAD. You can search online what is FreeCAD, or maybe we'll put it in the description. In the FreeCAD, you click on New, right? And go into part design. Remember to keep this. This took me a long time to figure out. So go into part design. In the part design, the first thing you need to do is make a base of it, right? Now go into task. It will suggest you to create a body. Then you create a sketch. Now select XY plane. Okay. So now this is the place where we are going to make a grid, may make a base. All right, this grid is basically to guide you, and in this you can change the grid size to 10 mm, and using the mouse wheel you can zoom in, zoom out. Make sure the grid snap is on so that it can guide you quickly where are you clicking. Okay, now I'm selecting this base, the rectangle, so here we go. Now I'm going to go to 50 and 10, 50 and 10. All right, I'm going to draw a rectangle of 100 by 20. Okay, this is 100 by 20 rectangle. Now you can see we have drawn 100 by 20, correct? Now, so this is the rectangle that we are drawing, and we are going to close this. Now, under the model, you will be able to see that this is the sketch that has been created. Using mouse wheel or using this icon, you can see this. Or using this axiomatic view, you can do this. In case you don't see these panels, you go here in the view and click on panels and select this. As well as workbench, you can switch. Using this one, you can change the toolbars. The toolbars that show up at the top, like file, all of these are called toolbars, and these are called the views. And this is called the workbench. Right now, we are in a part design workbench. In the sketch, further what we do is we have to, this one is just very plain rectangle. We want to make it a 3D. So we need to do a padding. So select the sketch, click on the pad. The pad size will keep it as 2 mm because we are just making a thin base. So we have a base now. This is the base. Now on top of it, we want to create a text. For text, we have to go into the draft mode and click on either here on the toolbar or under task, it will suggest you. Okay, so we are going to click on this. Now, when we are writing the text, let's say I'm writing the name Ryan here. Prefer capitals. Okay, prefer capitals. Luckily for Ryan, there are no problems, but for other letters, there might be problems in 3D printing, so be careful about it. Now, the font file I'm going to select looks like, let's say, I'm on Mac, so I have to find out the place where we have the TTF. So generally, you can open the font book. You can open the font book on Mac and select whatever font you like. So if I like this particular font, I can just say show in Finder. Now it shows Tim Berners Bold. So I can go back to FreeCAD and drag this location from Finder to this browser. So it will select it, or you can just browse simply to your home directory and then library and then fonts. Okay, so library and fonts. Right now here, we have selected the font, right? And here the location is this. Okay, good. I pressed enter, or you can press OK. So this is coming down really downward, lower. So we can go to position, placement position of this particular shape string and start moving from Z. So you can just enter here, maybe say 2 millimeters and enter, because 2 millimeters, why? Because the base is 2 millimeters, think. Now this is going to -50, so I'll just put it like 49, right? Right, in the 49, now you can see this, and let's here, the size of how tall is this, we can put it like 30. The 30 is just too big, so I'll just change it to 20. 20 is also too big, so we will change it to 18. Good. So this 18 looks okay, and again we will try to move it on x-axis so that it is in the middle. You can switch to the front view and then change it here like this. Okay, so this is how you can write the name. Now let's take a look at where are we. From the top view, this is how it looks like. From the right hand side, this is how it looks like. So far you can see that this is in the center, as well as from the other view this is in the center, and from this view also this is in the center. Perfect. Now is the time that we convert this 2D into 3D by padding. Again, for padding we have to go to part design. For text we were in draft. For the 3D things, we have to go to this. Now let's try it out and understand whether it's allowing or not. So it's saying that you selected a geometry which is not part of active body. So there's something wrong in the way we have done. So the way I figured it out, that if I drag this and drop it onto the body, it moves it somewhere. It moves the shape somewhere. Okay, it moves this shape somewhere now, which means that this is under the active body. Okay, also keep in mind that in case you have multiple bodies in your application or your object, it doesn't let you create pad. So now here we are and we create a pad. So let's say I want to create a pad of 16 millimeters, right? So let's take a look at how it looks in the isometric view. It looks little coming towards this side. So we will change this position of our actual base. Okay. So here we will just try to change the Y position to little more. Yeah. So let's try to move it to change it to 5 and see. All right. Not good. Yes, now it looks good. So we'll take a look at the right hand side and then we will tweak this looks like in center. I think this is good enough, so we don't need to tweak it anymore. And we can just save it at this point of time. So I'm going to save it, save as, and somewhere I'll just go to, let's say, my home directory. And in the home directory, I'll create a folder called 3D text print. Okay, in this folder I'm going to keep the name as Ryan. Okay, right. So now we are ready with the project. This project needs to be exported to STL file. So for that we need to go here and say file export, right? So it's asking to export in what format. So we'll select, let's say the format that we're going to select is STL. Do you see STL somewhere? Here we are selecting it in STL, right? Ryan.stl. Okay, save. Right now we have exported this design. Now we can take a look at whether the file has been created or not. Inside here you see there is Ryan.stl created. Now at this point of time you will have to convert STL into the G-code. G-code is essentially the code which gives the instruction to your 3D printer. That needs to be done in the other software. Other software such as Cura, Ultimaker Cura is what I'm going to use. So for that, what we do is I will open Ultimaker Cura. I'm just saying command space and say Ultimaker Cura. So we are launching the application, Ultimaker Cura. And Okay, let's load a file, open, and go to my home directory where I just recently created it, and sort by date text. So you can see STL is visible here. Now we open it. This is how it's going to look like. Now the next thing we are going to do is also keep in mind that when it's converting and slicing it, what will happen is the things like A will be very hard to print. Sometimes it could fall off, right? But since it's a horizontal one and it will work out, it will be fine. But in certain cases, it might fall down. Okay, remember that. So, but since it's horizontal, it will work fine. At this point of time, you can just change the quality and other things and slice it. Okay, so it's just slicing it. Slicing, why it shows that it is going to take 5 hours 52 minutes, almost 6 hours, and it's going to consume 19 gram. All right, so you can reduce, you can go back to your model and go back to FreeCAD, the one that we were using, and try to reduce the size or whatever you want. So at this point of time, let's say you want to reduce the size of the base, you can go here and all right, is it possible to change the size? Okay, so we can change the size of this one. Let's say this is what we are looking for, a little smaller version, or maybe something like this, right? And close. So now the base is smaller and the text is bigger, so we can further decrease the size of the text like that, as well as then we can also reduce the padding. So you can adjust the positions as well as the text size according to your wish. Okay, so let's just, I'm just trying to demonstrate to you that this is how you can write. And okay, so I'm just trying to demonstrate to you that yes, this is how it could happen. So with this kind of okay, this looks okay, balanced, a little to the left. Yes, this looks okay, a little to the left. Perfect. So this looks good. And let's say Y is okay, and perfect. Now let's take a look at the isometric perception. This is going towards the other side, so we might have to bring it back, right? All right. So now, since we have changed it, now we have to again save it, and then export it. All right. So I'm just exporting it to say again the same file and let it overwrite it, replace it. And again, I'm going to just close Ultimate Cura and slice it again with Ultimate Cura. Okay, it's going to take a bit of time to load it. So we reduce the size of our text. I just want to show you that in case you need to adjust the size at later point of time, you can do that using the FreeCAD. Okay. All right. So now we will again slice it. No, did it not overwrite? What happened? Okay, still 990. Did we keep it at some proper place? Okay, I'm going to just delete it and export it again. Where is the FreeCAD? I think I closed FreeCAD. FreeCAD is a good software, just that it takes a long time to do anything. especially learning for the first time takes a lot of time. Otherwise, it's pretty good software. You can actually design a lot of things. It has really cool things in it, such as Python prompt, which you can use for many things. Okay, never mind. So this is where we are. I'm going to export. Okay, and we need to go here, part design. Oops. All right. So sometimes these things start getting messy. So what you can do is go here, go to panel and say combo view. Now we can see here. Okay, right. Now we have dragged it to the left. It is all in place. Now here, let's just try to export it. Export it with the name Ryan. Okay, let's just try doing it. File, open, and say Ryan. Now now you can see it's different, and we are slicing it. Now you can see it is only 2 hours now, and it's going to take only 6 grams. All right. So this way you can reduce the overhead of right. By reducing the size, you can actually reduce the material used. Now you can just save it to a file. I'm going to save it to a file and click on the save to file and go back to my home directory. Where is my home directory? This is the home directory. 3D print, and I'll say Ryan and GCode. Good. So now you can see it has come here. All you need to do is copy this to SD card, insert it into your 3D printer, and it will print. All right. Thank you everyone for watching this.